Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything. I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is all... Remember when... Here it is, just... Even more roasted fish. Still trying to get used to that smell of char.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom?
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
With that first bang, I knew it was you. So, come show me what you got this time. Ah, that burnt reek. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it.
ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like Father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits. See what slander Edvard prints in bright sands.
Samuel's child, is it?
He twists every article in his favour at our and Father's expense. Timber. Very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
Refed at least. There aren't enough of us.
Your city has grown more beautiful. Workforce shortage.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a... So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased. Now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labour for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
You reached a new milestone.
Help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
hard day. The people need to rest, and maybe wet.
We're the poor.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death.
I shouldn't ask. We've always... Please, couldn't muck me out, could you?
Ready to repay my charity?
Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear.
Gone and done it. Keen as a three-legged goat!
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished, brat. I loathe the reek of lanolin. But if farmers smock, tell me you've managed some Baba black sheep. Have you ever?
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel. Let Edvard oppress us no more.
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only, we've no shit to get...
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor. Everybody on board?
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry. That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
We reach a new milestone.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with several passionate young...
Workers can handle stubborn debris on ditch water.
Honest work, that's all we ask.
The fire left ruins behind.
Our dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
I'll do.
We earned this.
You reached a new milestone.
You have father's fortitude. These people will...
Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
Workforce shortage.
There ain't enough of us. It's a surprise inspection. Where are my sails? Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Saved! Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an impostor.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to no good.
However much we despise Uncle Edvard, it's criminal to go opening his private...
Grease the wheels, Governor. Help us out, will you, boss? A little love is all we ever wanted.
A delivery. Dead or alive? Think turning in sinners maketh you an angel? I know all about your family.
You have seen sense, then? I suppose I shall have to inform Sir Archibald that your obligations are met.
Debt-free, spiffing, just the dib-dab. Ha ha! One splendid license we shall draw up forthwith.
I am so relieved our legitimacy is no longer in question. Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
I am the Princess Qing. Please, I am curious about your otherworldly customs.
The princess brings a sense of magic to these shores.
I hereby sentence you to not very hard labor. A tiny crack of light.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. A perfect, really, entirely marvelous to meet you. And that we may show truth, or anything, actually, in our broadsheet.
So you